Rain continues to come down, so let's get straight into our weather coverage. We do weather and traffic every 10 minutes here on ABC 10. So let's send things over to Rob. Rob, what can we expect right now?
Okay, you can hear it on the roof. Most places right now are seeing the next phase of rain moving in. I'm going to back up the radar here just for a second so you can see. We ended yesterday with a bang. Very heavy snow and strong winds closed I-80 through much of the night. And then we saw things start to wind down. But this is where we are at the moment. What I can tell you about today's rain is that it's light. It's very steady. It's widespread. If you're in Yuba City, it's raining. Modesto, raining. Turlock, it's raining. Starting to move into the foothills. But at least it's not exceptionally heavy rain. Now we're back to live radar. You could see some very light snow. We've got some light rain moving in, but this is going to be the case through the rest of this morning commute. So it keeps the roads wet, and you can see with this system, it's lined up and ready to go again. Area of low pressure, plenty of moisture, all slamming into most of California through today. But this one's a little bit different. This storm is going to start to move off to the north, and it's going to drag all of that rain off to the north, but it's going to add in warm air. So we're going to see rising snow levels today above lake level before the sun goes down. So that means rain in Tahoe rather than snow by the end of today. Temperatures are in the 50s down low, and this is what we can expect over the next 24 hours. No thunderstorms today. That's a good thing. It was wild yesterday. Things have calmed down. So what we're looking at is more steady, light to moderate rain. And we are all looking ahead to the big headline, which is one full day of dry weather tomorrow. The only thing you're going to hear outside tomorrow is chainsaws as we all begin to clean up. We've got temperatures in the 50s today, again, just highlighting the steady rain that's going to be with us through most of the day, the morning commute and the evening commute. For more on the roads, we're going to go ahead and talk to Jordan Tolber. And Jordan, so far this week, it's just been nothing but action each and every morning.
Yeah, and this morning, it's a good thing because it's pretty quiet out there so far. We might see some slick roadways as the rain comes down outside. This is I-80 at Greenback this morning, seeing some rain coming down and also seeing a couple slick roadways out there. But other than that, really nothing that's causing any major delays. Around the area this morning, pretty clear on both 80 and 5 and also 99 and 50 this morning. Great traffic day so far. The only place that we were seeing a crash early this morning, it looks like it's cleared out a little bit, westbound 205 and Mountain House Parkway. So if you're headed toward the Tracy Triangle, we're going to have some early morning slow traffic, so just budget for that extra time. And now we're going to send things over to ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo. She's joining us live from downtown, another spot, dealing with the aftermath of that wind. Yesterday, we were dealing with windy conditions out on the roadways as well. So Bridget, what's it looking like this morning?
Well, Jordan, take a look at this large oak tree that fell across 9th Street overnight, blocking traffic near the Capitol. The wet and windy conditions creating a mess on city roads and a real danger on the freeway, especially when it comes to semi-trucks and tractor trailers. Take a look at your screen here. We are showing you one of the trucks. So we've seen a toppled in recent days. This one on Interstate 5. We've also seen this happen on Highway 80 just due to those really strong wind gusts. Some wind gusts topped 60 miles per hour, really strong conditions, and it doesn't take much for those semis to turn. And we spoke with one truck driver who was traveling along Highway 80. He was coming from Vacaville to downtown Sacramento on a route, and he said he almost lost his life in an accident due to these storms, and he's crediting Good Samaritans for saving his life. Take a listen.
And I remember somebody tapping on the window, and it was a young black gentleman. He was like, "Do you want me to break the window?" And I said, "Yes, I'm bleeding bad." I just honestly want to thank the people that came to my aid when a lot of cars were passing me by. And the people that actually proved that angels do walk among us, I wish I knew who they were so I could personally thank them.
And thank goodness for the heroes that stepped in and helped him during his time of need. But he is doing okay this morning. He's asking drivers to learn from his story, take it slow out on the roads, because you got to look out for those truck drivers and all the debris that could pose some serious hazards during your drive, Bria.
Bridget, we are so glad that he's okay, but we do see a lot of fallen trees behind you this morning. Is there a threat of more coming down?
Very true, Bria, because keep in mind the winds aren't as strong as they've been, and this tree just fell last night because the roots are just so saturated from all the moisture and just not sturdy enough to keep a tree of this size up. And as a result, you see all this debris in the road and a lot of road blocks this morning. So keep that in mind if you're heading downtown.
Yeah, some very good reminders. Bridget, we'll check in with you later. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at this video now. Sacramento firefighters had to rescue a man in Discovery Park yesterday after he was found in the water. You want to keep in mind that this water is running high and it's very fast, very dangerous. After rescuing the man, he did have to go to the hospital, but the good news, he's expected to survive. Unfortunately, not all situations end this way. People across our state are mourning the lives lost to this deadly storm and the series of it that we've experienced.
Over the weekend, a man from Elk Grove was killed in Mendocino County. He was working as a PG&E subcontractor. ABC 10's Monica Coleman is live in Elk Grove this morning. Monica, it's such devastating news during a storm that's already taken so many lives.
Conchetta, this storm has been deadly and this story is heartbreaking. A man, a father, a husband was on his way to do his job, his part in helping people in this storm, and he lost his life. Take a look at this video. You can see he was just a fun-loving guy. He is dancing, enjoying his life there in that video. You can see he's with his family. His wife Leticia captured this video of him dancing, which she says he did often, always loving to entertain. His death came over the weekend while working for a subcontractor of PG&E. He was called to Mendocino County to clear roads through a powerful storm. The boom truck Castillo was driving crashed. He did not survive.
I loved him. I just would want to have spent more time telling him I loved him. You know, I know he knows, and I said it often, but it's just, you can never say it enough when you don't have them anymore, you know.
Castillo was just 37 years old. A 24-year-old passenger was also badly hurt but survived. If you'd like to reach out to Castillos and give them your love and support, you can do so by giving to their GoFundMe. You can find that link to their GoFundMe at abc10.com/links, or you can also just search this story. Again, a father and a husband has been lost in this storm, and many others as we've been reporting all week long. Back to you.
Yeah, it's just been such a devastating week for us here, Monica. Thank you for sharing him and that video of him dancing. Our heart goes out to his wife there and his family. Well, be sure to download the free ABC 10 app. You can track conditions anytime, anywhere. We are also linked to the National Weather Service, so any important warnings will get sent straight to your phone from the app, keeping you and your family safe.